Okay, so here we are, April 24th, so I'm going to start with last week. So I'm looking at my journal. So if you have your journal, this is a good time to have it. And last week, so we did, the title was At the Beginning and at the End. And the two concepts we worked with was awareness and celebration. So I'm reading it, and it's actually kind of makes me a little sad to look at this. This is what I got after our practice. So on awareness, the words I put down was embarrassing, scary, humiliating. How could I be so stupid? And then on celebration, and this is where I'm like, what's going on here? I wrote down lonely, deep sadness, confusion, unbelievable, and ignored. And that was not what I thought that would come to my mind when I started the practice. So that gave me a lot of awareness. Okay, today it's April 24th, so I'm starting the structure to make it easier for me to later do the reflection. And the title is No Happy Ending. No happy ending. Remember, I'm just like learning from Pema. No happy ending. So what does she mean about that? Okay, so let's read. In one of the first teachings I ever heard, the teacher said, I don't know why you came here, but I want to tell you right now that the basis of this whole teaching is that you're never going to get it all together. I felt a little like he had just slapped me in the face or thrown cold water over my head, but I've always remembered it. There isn't going to be some precious future time when all the loose ends will be tied up. Even though it was shocking to me, it rang true. One of the things that keeps us unhappy is this continual searching for pleasure or security, searching for a little more comfortable situation, either at the domestic level or at the spiritual level or at the level of mental peace. Okay, Pema is Pema, one of the more famous women in the world when it comes to spiritual leaders. So let's do the physical practice, and then, okay, we have to pick two concepts. Sorry. Okay, so I want to tell you right now that the basis of this whole teaching is that you're never going to get it all together. Okay, so maybe chaos and perfection. Maybe the two concepts are chaos and perfection. So what I'm hearing is there's never going to be this perfect future place where that's, or situation. It's like we are here in kind of chaos or confusion, and that's what it is. It's never going to fall in perfectly in place. So I'm going to pick chaos and perfection. And you can pick the same concepts, or you can pick something else. Here we go. So finding your seat, sitting up tall, placing the hands on your knees, and then lifting the toes, lifting the heels, starting to bring, and that helps us to bring the mind to this space, this time, and into this body that we're currently occupying. You can look at your toes, look at the heels. You can sense the connection between the soles of the feet and the floor. And then come to stillness. Maybe bring your awareness to your two sitting bones. And then think about the two sitting bones as the two concepts. So maybe one is chaos and the other one is perfection. So chaos, perfection, chaos, perfection, chaos, perfection. And then coming back to neutral. If you want to use your fingers to gently tap at the top of your head, crown of your head, maybe use your fingers to open up, allowing the universe to kind of go through your Sushumna all the way down to the earth, and the earth to come up through the root chakra, all through your Sushumna, up to the universe. So from a spiritual concept, we are always connected to each other spiritually, and the earth and the universe. If you want, you can imagine the Sushumna as a chimney in your body, or like a straw, and that's where the breath is moving. And then as you inhale and exhale, notice, so how does your breath move? Does the inhale go up or down? Does the exhale go up and down? There is no right or wrong here. So just notice, how does your inhale travel? Does it travel up or does it travel down? And then place your hands on your knees, and then starting the cat-cow movement. And same thing here. Notice, when do you inhale and when do you exhale? What is your natural rhythm? And then find your way back to neutral. And then look at your hands. And then blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. So breathe. This time, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can even turn your lips into a little straw, or a beak of a bird. And then reach and reach and reach and reach. And then turn, let the arms open up, look behind you, breathe. And then release. Lift the shoulders, lift and release a few times. Blinking, bubbling stars. All the way up, clasp the hand that feels funny. Straighten the elbows, breathe into the nose and out through the beak of your mouth. And then reach and reach and reach. And maybe we are reaching for chaos or perfection, chaos or perfection, chaos or perfection. And then reach, turn, open up the arms, look behind you. And then release, lift, release, lift, release, lift, release. And then bringing the arms in cactus, playing with the idea that there are different perspectives. We have different perspectives. So we can look at the same thing or the same situation, and from one perspective, it might look like chaos, and from the other, it might look like perfection. So chaos, perfection, chaos, perfection. And maybe we have a tendency to see anything as perfection, and that, or chaos, and that would be, you know, swimming with the pattern that we already have. So let's say I usually see everything as chaos. So if I were to do the opposite, that would feel weird. Looking at the same situation and see perfection, that would feel awkward or weird, different, because I'm not used to it. Okay, and then let the knee and elbow connect. And then cross the midline and then stay there. Stay, stay, stay. And there's a part of you that just want to give up, and you're going to stay a little longer. And we are breathing. And release. And then stay, stay, stay. And release. And now let's bring both knees up. Stay, stay. If you want to, you can straighten the knees and do it into a regular bow pose, or you can do this. Maybe hold one up, hold the other, maybe two for a little moment, and then eventually release down. Okay, with a wide and stable stance, we can explore more ideas without losing our balance. So today we're exploring chaos and perfection. Chaos and perfection. So what does chaos look like, and what does perfection look like for us right now? And then what's in between? So if chaos and perfection is black and white, what are all the colors in between? So exploring all those ideas. Okay, and then stay there. Okay, let's start with perfection. So what does perfection look like to you? Use your fingers, dip them in paint. So later today you can dip them in glue at the library, but right now we're going to use paint. So dip your fingers in paint and draw the image of perfection. Draw the image of perfection. And then release that image. Okay, now release the image of, think about chaos. Think about chaos. And what does chaos look like to you? What color does it have? And then draw that picture. And then release that image. Okay, so now jump the feet together, land in Tadasana. Okay, now look at your toes, spread your toes, dip your toes in ink, and then write the story. Write the story of perfection. Write the story of perfection. What is the story of perfection? And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine, breathe. In through your nose, out through the beak of your mouth. And then release the hands down, release the head down. Inhale, come back up. And then place that foot on the knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes. Gently guide that right knee out for seated pigeon. And then slide the knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then move into eagle posture. Okay, so this eagle is the eagle of perfection. What does the eagle of perfection look like? What does it look like? How does it feel? And then let that bird fly. Let that bird fly. Let the bird of perfection fly away, land on the next mountain. Look at your toes, open up the toes, dip them in ink, and then write the story about chaos. Write the story about chaos. And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine. Breathe into the nose, out to the beak of your mouth. And then place one hand on the floor and the other one on your knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, look up towards the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, push into both hands to come a little deeper into the twist. If you want to, the top arm can go up towards the ceiling. And then release down. Come back to neutral. Place the right hand on the floor, the left hand on the left knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, push into both hands to come a little deeper into the twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, and maybe let that top arm go up towards the ceiling. And then release. Inhale, come back up. And then place that left foot on the right knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes. Open up the toes. Gently guide the left knee out. And then slide the knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then find your way to eagle posture. And this eagle is the eagle of chaos, the eagle of chaos. So what does that bird look like? What does that bird look like? How does it feel? What does it do? And then let that bird fly away. Let the bird of chaos fly away and land on top of the next mountain. Okay, now jump the feet wide to a wide and stable, blinking, bubbling stars, all the way up. Clasp the hand that feels funny, and then straighten the elbows. Breathe. And then imagine your arms as wings and your fingers as feathers. So now let those spread your wings, spread your wings, spread your wings. And then up we go, out we go. Just flying around, flying around. What do you see? And then the palms comes up. Exhale, dive deep. Inhale, fly up high. Exhale, dive deep. Inhale, fly up high. Exhale, dive deep. And then bring the arms behind you, holding on to lower forearms, or your forearms. Stay there. Use your breath to rinse, clean, heal anything that needs to be rinsed, cleaned, and healed. And then release one hand, shake it out, bring it up and over, place it behind your heart, stay there. Maybe let the hand that's still down travel up towards the top arm. And then release that arm back down. And then release the other one, shake it out, bring it up and over, place it behind your heart, and then maybe let the bottom hand travel up towards the top arm. The fingers are probably not going to touch, and that's perfectly fine. You can imagine how your fingers are growing and that they spiritually are touching each other or connecting with each other. And then release that top arm, bring it back down for a moment. And notice if there is any difference. Notice if there is any difference. And then release. And then we are going to get ready to build some strength in the legs. So bring the feet a little closer to this chair. Big inhale. Exhale, come up. I'm going to pick 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Big inhale. Exhale. Pick the same or a different number. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Big inhale. Exhale. And then stay up standing. All right, breath of joy. 3 inhales and 1 exhale, starting with the arms spread out wide. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. And release. And release the arms. Let the arms go. And then bend the knees and let the arms go. And you don't have to stay on the mat. You can go out on the floor if you want to. You can jump around if you want to. Let the arms go. And then let the knee and elbow connect. And cross. And then finding the position of power. Position of power. Feel your own power here. Place your hands on your power center. Inhale into solar plexus. Exhale, open up. Inhale in. Exhale, open up. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more. Inhale in. Exhale and expand out, and now stay open. Stay open. Stay open to chaos and perfection. And then release. Back to position of power. And then building external support. So this group is external support. It would be really hard to do this by ourselves. It's easier to get together in a group, like we do every Wednesday morning. And then lean and lift, lean and lift. Breathe. And then lean and lift, lean and lift. And then take skillful action, skillful action. Okay, now we're going to push something away to create space for something else. So with the two concepts we played with was chaos and perfection. It could be those, or it could be something else. So you pick something that you need to push away to create space for something that you want more of. So pick whatever it is, give it a shape, a color, a form, and then push it away, push it away, push it away, push it away. You may have to kick it away, and it's going to try to come in from the side and from behind you. and you are going to win. You are going to win. And eventually that's going to be gone. And now you have created space for the opposite to take its place. Okay, let's celebrate that with 3 sun salutations. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. That was 1, 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline, and then stay there holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. And release. Okay, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Stepping back to warrior 1. Inhale to chair posture. Exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth with the toes and then the heel. Build your foundation, there is no rush. When you have it, the hands can go to your knee. And from here, you can come all the way up. Place your hands in your back pockets. Now, maybe bring your awareness to your heart space. And then allow the heart to lead. Allow the heart to lead. And then back to Tadasana. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth with the toes and then the heel. Build your foundation. Build your foundation. When you have it, the hands can go to the knee first and then all the way up. Place your hands in your back pockets. Bring awareness to your heart space. Allow the heart to lead. Allow the heart to lead. And then back to Tadasana. All right, stepping back to warrior 2. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra, transfer the weight, right heel comes off. Take a big step back. This time, open up the pelvic halves. Okay, when you have the foundation, one arm in the past, the other one in the future, and you are right here in the present moment. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Back to warrior 2, hand on the chair, and then the top arm goes up and over, creating a long line of energy from that back foot all the way up to the fingertips. Come back to warrior 2. Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee, release the hand down and to the chair. Trikonasana. Gaze comes up, the hand comes up. We're still breathing. Head comes down, gaze comes down, rebend the front knee for warrior two one more time. Now, both hands on the chair. Stay here a moment. And then pick up the back foot. Maybe the same hand for a half moon posture, Ardha Chandrasana. And then find your way back to Tadasana. Okay, inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra, transfer the weight, left heel comes off, take a big step back, open up the pelvic halves. When you're stable, one arm in the past, the other one in the future, and you are right here in the present moment. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Come back to warrior two, place the hand on the chair, the top arm moves up and over, creating a long line of energy from the back foot to the top fingertips. Coming back to warrior two. Hands on your hips, straighten the front and release the hand down to the chair. Trikonasana. Gaze comes up, the hand comes up. And then bring the hand down, gaze comes down, and then find your way back to warrior two. Now place both hands on the chair, stay here for a moment. And then pick up the back foot. Maybe the same hand comes off for Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe you want to place the hand on the floor. The chair is still there, just in case you need it. And then finding your way back to Tadasana. Okay, tree posture. Starting in Tadasana at the top of the mountain, feel the part of you that is stable and strong and steady as a mountain. Drop the seed. Transfer the weight, the right heel comes off. Add some water, sunshine, whatever that seed needs to start to grow and thrive and flourish. And it might turn into a traditional tree posture or something else. Ooh. You can try any balancing posture. And if you fall, the floor is right there. Then you can just try again. Oh my goodness. Maybe it's a tiny tree day. Maybe it's a tiny tree day. Maybe it's just a seedling day. And then finding your way back. Drop another seed, transfer the weight. Give the seed whatever the seed needs. Maybe it needs some compost. And then watch it grow and thrive and succeed, becoming what it's supposed to become. Maybe a really tall tree, maybe a wide tree, maybe a dancer, maybe a pigeon, maybe an eagle. Maybe a new posture that doesn't have a name yet. And then find your way back to Tadasana. Feet are wider than your hips. Spread the toes. Hands on the chair. Release the knees close to each other. Let the toes open up. Maybe sit back on your, or in between your heels, rather. Come back. Look at your thumb. Take the color of, or the paint of perfection. Big circle. Poof. Take the color of chaos. Big circle. Poof. Take the two colors, mix them. Two big circles, hands in your back pockets. Breathe. And release, untuck the toes, bring the knees wide, big toes to touch, and then find child's posture. And then come back up. Clasp the hands, create that support. Tuck the toes. Lean in, make sure it's stable. If it's not, change it until it is stable. And then lean into it. Get the knees off, weight. Stay here, build some strength. And then bring the hips higher, walk your feet closer to the chair, armpits towards your legs. Dolphin posture. Bend the knees, slowly come back up to standing. All right. Okay, now after the physical practice or the asana practice, we hopefully have prepared for the seated meditation. So I'm going to read what Pema had to share with us one more time. Okay. No happy ending. In one of the first teachings I ever heard, the teacher said, I don't know why you came here, but I want to tell you right now that the basis of this whole teaching is that you're never going to get it all together. I felt a little like he had just slapped me in the face or thrown cold water over my head, but I've always remembered it. There isn't going to be some precious future time when all the loose ends will be tied up. Even though it was shocking to me, it rang true. One of the things that keeps us unhappy is this continual searching for pleasure or security, searching for a little more comfortable situation, either at the domestic level or at the spiritual level or at the level of mental peace. All right, so with that in mind, sit up tall. Notice your breathing. We have about 8 minutes. Notice the inhale, notice the exhale. And then I'm going to be quiet for about 8 minutes. Here we go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Gently move your head from side to side. Take a big inhale. Let it go. Bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. Maybe bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank you, inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on your journey. Open your eyes, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste.